Okay, hello, Coach Phil. Um, I have severe allergy. That's why my voice is going to be a little bit stuffy. Okay, so with regard to the house at 537 East 305th Street in Willowwick, Ohio, to answer your question, the reason why I believe it's going to go for $100,000 or higher is because of these reasons. Let me go back to Zillow. Okay, this is Zillow, and the house was first is we estimate about this property is not important. The house is four beds and three baths. It's actually a little bit better than most houses in the neighborhood because most of them are three bed and two baths. But this one got four bed and three baths and it's about 1,800 square feet. Um, the reason why it's 108,000 square feet is because if you look at this, you see that this is the house right here. Let me zoom it a little bit bigger. It got the extension. This is the front of the house right here. This is a driveway. This is a street. And the back of the house, it extended about 400 square feet with a new bedroom with a bath in it. So it's like a whole new mother-in-law suite here. So that's an extension of the house. It's slightly bigger than most houses because of that reason. That's why it's 108,000. It's 1,800 square feet, not 1,400. Um, why I believe it's going to go for more than 100? First off, I compare to those comparable home in the area. But before that, let's go to the price and history. History price. The owner tried to sell it somewhere in 2012, and they started with 135,000. But they couldn't, so they slowly go down for the period of about almost 2 years. They went down from 135 grand down to 120 grand, and they couldn't sell it, and that was about 2.5 years ago. So at the time, 2014 house was a lot harder to sell in this area. It's a lot harder now. It's much better to sell. So why I believe it that it can sell for more than 100,000? Let's go to the neighborhood. So I know it's a cold market. The house will probably take about 4 to 6 months to sell. If the price is right, probably go in about 3 4 months. But this is where the house is, and these are some of the house in the neighborhood that goes they go pretty well above $100,000. This one is listed for sale for the last 3 months, not sold yet. So I I checked those houses by going into let's get the a look at the house. Take a look at the house that is closest here. So this house went for 104,000, and I mean the condition is not even as good. The inside condition, the amount of rooms and beds and baths, the lot size is not that good looking either. Um, and it went for 104,000 and was sold almost 2 years ago. Let's take a look at another one in the neighborhood. I mainly base on the comparable homes in order to estimate. So let's take a look at the one that is listing for 115 right here. It's not sold yet. It's being listed. So this one is a much smaller house. It's 3 bed and 2 baths. Um, the condition. Let's take a look at the condition. It looks like a bungalow. Um, the condition is it's not that good. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not. It doesn't look that updated. It looks old and cheap material mostly. This is the attic, I believe. Okay. So that's the house that is being listed for 115,000. Let's take a look at another one. Hold on, let me go back. Where is it? All right. Neighborhood. Let's take a look at. Why does it look so weird like that? Okay. Let's take a look at the one that go for 140. There's no picture. But with the description, it's 3 bed, 2 bath, 1,400 square feet. It's basically the same as the house we're selling, but the difference is it doesn't have the extension, and it was sold for 104, and it was sold about half a year ago. No, it's like 9 months ago. It was sold for 140,000. The street is actually better because our house right here. Let me go to Google. All right, let me zoom it out. Our house is right here, but that house somewhere here. And this street is a little bit better because it's more of a local street. This street is a busier street. So this one does have an advantage. This one went for 104. This one went for 140. But we have an advantage that can eliminate the disadvantage of being in a busier street. Is that the driveway? Our driveway is big. I know it's not like totally take away the disadvantage, but this driveway we can turn around with a 3-point turn. I did drive in here. I can turn around, so I can drive head out with this driveway. So the lot side really nice. The house got is more updated. This is the look of the house in the front. So this is the neighbor house. This is the house. So the house is a lot more updated. The roof is about 8-9 years old. The siding is about the same age. Let me go this way. And the garage is a 2-car garage. The house the look of the house, the feel is really good. So when I went in there, when I take a look, the feel is really good. What else do I believe? So I believe it can go for 100, or I actually personally I believe it will go for 110 to 115. But I say 100 just to be sure, because the house 72 closing is about 73. All the cost for funding is probably, and the repair, which is about 1,000 to 2,000, will push the cost about to 80,000. If I sell for 100,000 after closing costs, we have 91, 92, and the cost is 80. So at least we still make a profit of about 11 or $12,000 in the event it goes for the least. I believe it go for 110 to 115,000. So if it does go for that price, we have another 10,000 additional dollars. So we'll make about $20,000 if it does go for 110 or 115,000. The feel is really good. I went inside the house; it was really nice. Let me show you some of the picture inside the house. This is from the I believe it was 8 years ago when the house was originally sold. I can send you more updated picture, but the house is really nice inside. I mean, this is the one of the disadvantage is the dining room is a little bit small. It's not like a large formal dining room that most houses have, but it's connected to the large living room, so that will make up for that. The basement of the house is a plus. It got fully finished, all finished, and it got a very sophisticated vacuum cleaner. I don't know how to describe it. It looks like it's designed very well. Oh, one of the other strong advantage of the house is that it doesn't get flooded. Most of other house in the neighborhood got flood, or we call it backup sewer, when there's a heavy rain. But this house doesn't have it. The owner that has lived here for 8 years, told me that this house doesn't have it for some reason, and I don't know why. It got the sump pump, but backup sewer, I don't know why it doesn't. And it got carpet in the basement, and I went down there and checked. It doesn't have any smell whatsoever. It's very dry, very good finished condition. So that is a strong plus of the house. So compared to most of other houses that went for $100 or $110,000 in the neighborhood, I believe this house is a better one. It got 4 bedrooms. It got 3 bathrooms. The house condition is good and slightly more updated. The structure is good. The outside is good. The driveway is a plus. So that I believe it's just worst case scenario. We sell it as most of other regular house in the neighborhood of the same size. We should sell it for at least $110,000. So that's what I believe. So if we take a look at those comparable homes in the area, we can see that this house should go for 110. And that's mostly what I base on in order to evaluate a house. I evaluate a house with a comparable home. I evaluate the house with the current condition of the house. And I believe that this year those homes will sell for much faster and more easily than the house 2012, 2013, or 2014 that the owner tried to sell for. And that's why she agreed to sell for $72,000 to me. And so basically, that's what my analysis and my evaluation. I hope that my evaluation is right because I'm still not that experienced as you are, but I believe I have some strong um, anchor to believe that my evaluation is sound and is correct. If not, I mean, it's gotta be correct. All right, thank you very much. You can, I mean, that's all I can tell you. So please let me know if what do you think about this. I already emailed Jeremiah for the appraisal that I pay for this house, and I will send it to you as soon as I get it. So please let me know what you think, and I hope that Freedom Mentor, you can help me fund this deal so that I can learn and get more experience. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you soon.